Another grisly record putting British lives and livelihoods under threat. But it's become so commonplace, the mainstream media, the political establishment, and most shamefully, the apparently conservative government, well, they just shrug their shoulders. It's just too hard. Well, I can't and I won't ignore the invasion of our southern border, which should have been declared a national emergency with our Navy engaged, as I have been calling for on this show since 2020. A horrifying influx of 872 illegal migrants arrived in 15 separate dinghies on Saturday alone, exploiting the good weather, which is expected to last all week. Those enormous rubber vessels, we now learn, are being specially manufactured for the wicked people smugglers by crooked businesses in China and Turkey, designed to carry up to 70 migrants to enhance the economies of scale for the traffickers. And while the media might feel squeamish about covering our unsecured border, despite the human and financial costs stacking up, the cost to the Conservative Party could be seismic if immediate action is not taken. Former Minister Sir John Hayes, the closest ally to Home Secretary Suella Braverman and chairman of the party's powerful Common Sense group, has issued a final warning to Rishi Sunak today via the Daily Express, saying that the issue of uncontrolled immigration is becoming more consequential to voters than even the cost of living crisis.
Illegal immigration in the small boats really are now the make or break issue for this party at the next election. Whenever I am approached by constituents and members of the public, the issue of immigration is asked about much more than the cost of living. That's how serious things are, and the Prime Minister has to do what he said and do whatever is necessary.
Well, the time is now. Election planning is ramping up, and it feels increasingly obvious that Sunak is going to try and let the clock run down and fail on his pledge to stop the boats. That's not good enough. We're not going to accept it. So Tory MPs must fight this and insist they will challenge his leadership next month unless he vows to leave the ECHR and institute a turn-back policy at the very least.